Okay guys, so here we go. I've done a few cool things recently. I thought I'd just show you guys the cool things that I have done. So thing number one is doing Vitalis Week at Virago really fast. As you're about to see, we Zerk, we Anticipate, we Barge, we Chaos Roar, we Stall Dragon Claws, we Target Cycle, Smoke Light to release the claws, then Assault, then Overpower, then Claws, then Hurricane, and the boss dies. So that's pretty cool, and then the P5 as well also looks pretty snazzy. So we'll take a look at that real quick as well. But this is probably the easiest thing that we did recently, even though it did take a while to get a proper good kill. And here we go again. You guys ready for some damage? Of course you are. Of course you are. Boom. Bing bang, bing bang. Oh, boss stalled a bit there, so technically a bit slower than it could have been, but hey, 640.8, that was really cool. So that was the PVME Grandmaster time for this week. So that means we now have all the weeks. So 6 out of 6. And we are officially a Virago Legend, according to PVME. Pretty cool. And we shall find thing number 2. And thing number 2, this one took a while. So if you don't know, on PVME as well, they have basically full dungeon runs. Like timed as a kind of like you know, if you're really speedy, you can have this rank in the PVME Discord, and I've been trying to go speedy, and you know, after a lot a lot of trying, you know, Wazzy got this run. But yeah, so the one for this is you've got to do a 10-minute 45-second full run, which is pretty fast, pretty damn fast. Bit of RNG involved, with, you know, FSOA crits, but it is largely execution in the mobs, because the boss times are reasonably consistent unless you get disgustingly unlucky. Like Crassian at the start should be sub 40. If it's not, then you got bad luck. Terraket should be sub 120. And then Ambi should be somewhere around like 240, 250-ish. So yeah, there's a lot of mob clears that need to be done. As yeah, it's tricky. Efficiency is required. I did a hybrid setup, so I had some you know, some scything going on, bit of meteor striking and dragon 2Hing, because it's got really big AoE for the mobs. But yeah, just crashing here, just standard sunshine stuff. Skip forward a bit, sorry about that. But yeah, 37.2, so that's like an average Crassian, Excel pot after Crassian as well. And then here I like to do a little chain into Omnipower, I think, and a targetless detonate in the next stream. After I kill that guy, probably. Maybe not. I did a chain detonate this time. Yeah, just killed them all. All good there. But yeah, I wasn't using Undead Slayer for the longest time, and then I switched to Undead Slayer perk on my armor, and it really did make quite a difference. So if you are going to go for this as well, I really would recommend. It's very good. But yeah, as you can see, movement is pretty efficient between all the rooms here. This one's a nice little chain, then Detto, auto Detto debreath, everything dies, it's so satisfying. But yeah, this room, a little bit boring, you can't really do much to speed this one up. You just gotta do what you can, but you know, reasonably efficient still, that's good. That was not good. I accidentally wild magicked a skeleton that spawned there because I was trying to click to move. That almost cost me, because yeah, I actually got the 1045, like I got 1045 on the dot, but luckily that counts, so it's okay. Yeah, it would have been nice to get a bit faster, but I don't know, I just couldn't quite get faster. But yeah, there are people that are way better than me still, and it's very impressive what they can do. Oh, these surges! Oh, it's a disaster, absolute disaster. That cost me multiple seconds. This try here is cool though. Do a little caroming chain into FSOA into staff spec. Make sure you switch to blood barrage here as well. Unfortunately, I didn't actually get 100% adrenaline. So you went to meta and then jump in and do all your damage, undead slayer signal stuff as well. As you can see, big numbers happen, very satisfying. But the reason we you know, tsunami and staff spec so early is because you don't need it for like phase 2 of Tarot Kit, but you do need it for phase 3. So it means by the time phase 3 rolls around, it'll be up and ready again, which is pretty nifty. So yeah, just do a little detonate to phase that one. Still trying to stall a bit of time actually. Because I quite like having this portal spawn just so it doesn't screw me over later. Yeah, a little natural instinct, then yeah, the tsunami and Star Spec again, and then this is the part where you get to do loads of damage. It's very satisfying. There's Vold and stuff. Yeah, it's like meta, and then Tendrils, Blood Barrage is on, so it's healing you all the time because of all the extra crits, although it won't on Monday because it's getting, well, you know, it's getting the AoE portion of that gutted, unfortunately. So yeah, not the best Tarot Kit, but it was a sub 120, so it's still winnable. Do this way, more detonates. Demon's there sort of for this guy. I should have Volmed him as well because he's got quite a lot of HP, but it's okay. It's okay. And yeah, just zoom through here. Excel potting as well. Reasonably clean movement there. For once, my movement there was generally not so good, but this round it kind of worked out. Yes, attack these, attack those, as you do. But currently I'm working on the ED2 Grandmaster rank as well. I'm currently like 36 seconds away, so still a little way to go. But I've only done like an hour and a half so far, so hopefully I can get that one. To get all the Grandmaster ranks would be pretty nice. Yeah, it's not easy, but we're doing what we can. Oh dear, the surge there, disaster, wasn't it? Absolute disaster. And these skeletons, deceptively strong, by the way. Like, they really do hurt quite a lot. Like, they look weak, but they're actually insanely strong. Also, this skeleton at the back here, like, this guy sucks. He likes to be in Narnia a lot of the time, and then he doesn't aggro properly, and it's really, really annoying. And then here I aggroed the mini-bosses by accident, so I probably get stunned. I don't remember, but I might do. I think I anticipated to prevent it, but still. Yeah, make our way through there, and then on to Ambi. So we are, as you can see at the bottom there, we're 8 minutes in. That's basically exactly what we need. Like, if we're any slower than this, we're not going to make it. Yeah, just standard sunshine stuff here. I'm not really going to just speed it up a bit more, to be honest. Because it's just literally just FSOA and do damage, essentially. There's nothing too crazy going on. And when the spinners come, I like to attack the one on the left first. So it takes a bit of damage, makes it easier to do later because you often kill them too fast anyway. And then I was never quite sure like what I should do as my strat here, because like in my ideal world I wanted to Zerk after this and do a ton of damage with like crit buffs and natural instinct, but I can never quite get it to work. So what did I end up doing here? I don't actually remember. Looks like I Meteor Strikes and tried to build a Dren, and then hopefully natural instinct, yes I do. So yeah, that was my plan, and it seemed like it sort of worked. Like, it wasn't perfect, but it kind of worked. But yeah, Barge, Raw, Claws didn't crit at all here, unfortunately, so I got really unlucky. I should have sigiled my Assault. I just kind of expected to crit, so I lost 40k damage right there, basically. Really, really upsetting. I thought I threw it there, honestly. I thought that was the throw. Then we're back to Sunshine and FSOA and stuff. Make sure we're Sunshine close so we can stand under him if need be on the hand section. Unfortunately, I did get the black hole as well, so not great. Oh. What just happened? Why the Twitch? That's not what's supposed to happen. Did it just skip to the... Okay, well... Okay, well, just imagine the boss dies. I don't know what's going on. I think Twitch is supposed to go. As you can see, it's dying. And we killed it at 10:45 on the timer, but this VOD is messed up, so never mind. But just, yeah, imagine something super suspenseful. Then thing in the number next one that we did 4K no food Zami with J up here. You can see he's got his invent in the top left. I've got mine in the bottom right, and we have no food, and we're taking on 4000% Zamorak. Honestly, this one was really easy. We got it first try. Like, it was not a problem at all. I think because we have a lot of experience together, at 2k doing some decent strats, also some solo pushing experience as well. Yeah, really quite easy this one for us anyway. But yeah, we are very experienced Zamias, so it kind of makes sense. But yeah, it's a nice thing to get first try. So that was cool. So yeah, not really much to say here. Just kind of like Blood Barrage in FSOA spec, and then we did just the spec order that I have in my my solo talk through guide basically, and it was really simple. But yeah, the good thing about Zami, skip forward a bunch, I don't know, is like once you have pad 1 active, like Twin Shot, which is this pad here, if you're ever in need of health, like all you have to do is just press preparation, and then in like 2 seconds your resonance will be back up, which gives you a really big heal if you need it. So it's super helpful. Yeah, this is another thing that's going to get a bit harder after Monday's update, because the Blood Barrage in FSOA spec is rather enormous, and it'll still help a little bit afterwards, but yeah, it's not going to be as good, unfortunately. But I mean, it should still be very doable. Like, we were never in any major trouble. Like, we never had to shield camp anything really. We were just kind of soul split flicking, resonancing when we need to, the occasional devotion and stuff. But we didn't even do any intercept strats really, like nothing out of the ordinary anyway. So yeah, really quite smooth there. Skip forward a bit more. As you can see, still no food eaten. Yeah, the big trick is to get like the phase 5 and phase 6 with this spec first, and you can just rinse the entire red HP bar. Because if you didn't know, he attacks faster during red HP, faster and does more damage. Oh, big strat there, by the way. If you immort sep someone, and then while you're getting immort proc, the other guy heals you. Like heal other, you get like a free heal, and it doesn't cost you any health. It's very OP. But yeah, nothing really much to say here either. Let's just skip forward a bit so you guys can see P7. Oh, hang on. Let's get back a bit. There we go, P7. We just omni-powered the demon basically. And then Sunshine's coming up. I was a little bit slow to my Sunshine, but it should be alright. Grab the Adrem pot, grab the Tsunami. We also forgot to Excalibur here as well, but oh well. Seemed like it worked fine. But yeah, what I did here, just to make sure we no-fit it, Devotion the first part, bit of damage, then I debilitated and reflected and disrupted with my shield. I probably didn't need to, but it just made it a bit safer, so I just did that. I was also meant to summon a Hellhound for this, because I was on a Calgarian demon beforehand, but apparently the area was too small to summon a Hellhound, so I was taking like 20% more damage than I was supposed to, but it's fine. And then obviously we do the runes again, and then we're just stacking some shards just to make sure we get it. Like, it should be really easy, but we'll just stack shards so we can definitely get it, and then should be about ready to go. And yeah, and that is 4k no food done after this, so pretty nifty. There's achievement number next one that we've done recently. Yeah, make sure we got the 3 Ruby Aurora stacks, which, wait, Jay didn't give me Ruby Aurora, it's not my buff bar. Sabotage. That's alright, we still got it. Nice and easy to do damage. Right here I've got a Ripper Demon that I summoned as well, just for extra damage at the end. He summoned a Calg, and then happy days. That's how you do 4k no food first try, kind of. Although yeah, after Monday, might be a bit different. So that's that. A bit of loot, we'll take that. No rare drops though. And then we have this. So recently, guys, I tried to do some solo AOD. That's another achievement that is going to become significantly harder after the FSOA rework, losing the Blood Barrage autos. But yeah, important thing for P1 is you don't want to be right on the wall. You want to be like a bit further down, so that next will kind of like diagonal walk to you. Because if you're right on the wall, the reavers will be absorbed, and that's not very good. And yeah, you got to use a lot of sticky bombs. Make sure you sticky bomb the reavers and then just FSOA them every time. One thing here is I did use a Calg and then a Hellhound switch, but honestly, I really should have just used a Mammoth or a Yak. Like, it would have made this a lot easier. Like, the entire P1 is no food. It's like P1 is no problem. It's just like, you know, do this over and over until it's basically dead. So we're going to skip forward a bit, actually. But the idea here is you want to get it to you know, nearly 2.1, and then it's like this and like 10k away from phasing. And then you want to wait for elements to happen, and then you phase it straight away. So elements just happen. Like, I skipped forward, sorry. Make sure I hammer it again as well. Hammer, very important. And this part as well, the minion lure. Because obviously you can't really kill the crystals. You've got to just keep attacking the boss, to be honest. But the minion lure, you want to stand right in the middle and have a little Geherman in your back pocket telling you to animate dead. Very helpful. Yeah, right in the middle. And then go to the standard search spot and then search across, and it lines them all up perfectly. And this part, just standard FSOA stuff, trying to get stunned. And yeah, just try and phase next as best you can. Blood barrage, autos everywhere. I summoned my Hellhound for this part as well for reduced damage. So that was all good for now, and then this is the hard part. So phase 3 with minions active and with specs coming out. So obviously the smoke spec, like the across the arena cross, that one is really nice. We like that spec. This spec, the pool, not so nice, because with the Hellhound and Animate Dead, you take like 13k damage. It is, sorry, 10k damage. But it is not friendly, because you're still being like bodied by everything. Do a little bit of acceleration potion abuse to break out of the ice. Give us a bit more time to do damage. Yeah, we're literally just trying to do kill all the minions right now. All the minions. But yeah, so yeah, here's the smoke spec. So really nice to get that one while the minions are up. The pool spec is very much not nice, and the ice spec it's kind of okay actually. The ice spec, because you can just shield dome while inside it and you barely take any damage, so it's not too bad. But yeah, it's just if you get lots of pool specs, like you get really screwed. Just trying to get the minions down, of course. And there's a bit of RNG in this phase as well, not just with specs, but also the stacks that Next has on you. Because the only way to clear the stacks is have her just like not melee attack you for a while, or not successfully melee you for a while, and yeah, that can be a bit bad if she gets up to 15 stacks then just decides to just not splash ever. And yeah, coming through this bit, I'll speed it up even more, to be honest. It's quite a long kill, as you can see. Yeah, it's just desperately try and get enough HP to survive. The pool is not friendly. But yeah, this is the part where having a Yak would have been really nice, but I was stubborn and I didn't want to use a Bob. But it's okay. We're going to skip forward a bunch because it's basically the same stuff, just Sunshine, FSOA when it's up, inconvenient, teleport out, and then hopefully do lots of damage. So let's skip ahead a little bit. As you can see, my food supplies are probably going to deplete a little bit as we keep skipping. I might just do a big skip actually. Here we go. As you can see, I used a few more brews, had a few smoke pool specs, which are really not friendly. And here comes the fun part. So I get one last pool spec right at the end. So that's all of my food now. So I am now no fooding in this last phase. I have no HP, and I've got to do all the pillars and then the boss. This is basically just surge to the middle, surge back to your sunshine, and just slowly whittle down the pillars while also trying to fairly efficiently place bombs so they're not in the way for later. Let's skip forward again. Oh, actually, no, hang on. These first two pillars are very difficult. Make sure it's Umbra and then Glacies in that order. So you want to really get want to get rid of those shadows that spawn before, because they can kill you, and then you want to get rid of the Glacies ice, because you do not want to be stunned. That'd be very bad. So let's skip forward a few more minutes, and the arena will light up in beautiful explosions. Yeah, just trying to really efficiently place the bombs. But there is a method to place bombs like on the same tile. You like surge in, then bladed dive out. But you've got to be tick perfect for that one. and I feel like I wasn't in a mindset where I was going to be tick perfect because I'm like mega focused. Because I had a kill earlier where I got like 200 HP on the last pillar, and I was one square out of the middle, and yeah, it was unfortunately a death because I also forgot to sign refresh beforehand. So like I could have had this kill 2 hours ago, but unfortunately I messed up a bit. But hey, at least it lets me appreciate how difficult this challenge is. So yeah. I would say I'd recommend giving it a go, but after the FSOA changes, I'm not so sure. But it was fun to do. Let's give forward a bit again. If we go over here, maybe like that. 200k left. The boss is low. The bombs are everywhere. And yeah, we're bringing it home though. Gotta say, Animate Dead and Crypt Bloom very, very strong versus Nexus Autos there. Like she barely does any damage. It's just up to me to not make a mistake with the old bombs or the insta-kills, and we're all good basically. And then that right there is how you solo AoD. So those are the things that we've done recently. Pretty damn awesome. Hopefully you guys enjoy doing or enjoy seeing challenge-y related things. Yeah, the happy boy in the top right corner. And yeah, that's kind of the achievement stuff I've been doing recently. Hopefully it's interesting, and hopefully you've enjoyed this 21-minute, oh god, 21-minute ramble about what we've been up to. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.